great to have you here. I'm so happy you're back on the program.
I'm so happy to be back on the program. Yeah, I like your new digs.
I know, I like it too. It's much more
It's more
intimate.
you.
It's more me.
It's
yeah,
more you.
it's actually very much like my home.
Is it?
I live in an old firehouse, so it's a lot of work. And, yeah, I don't have big video monitors and pictures of myself everywhere.
Do you have a huge Anderson painting?
Yes, and I have an audience every day at my home, which is nice. We got a big show today. Superfan Candace Brooks is back. She's been all over the country on assignment today. She's showing us how to make a $10 meal for a family of 4. She's got a great barbecue place in Houston. Yeah, let's talk about the first 15. A lot of big stories in the news. I heard, I recently became obsessed with Darwin the monkey, who was the monkey who escaped into an Ikea and was spotted, and that's Darwin in a shearling coat, as one does, put a monkey in a shearling coat.
Of course.
I thought originally that Darwin had picked up the shearling coat at the Ikea when he escaped, but apparently he wore it into the Ikea. I learned that you're actually obsessed with Ikea.
I'm obsessed with Ikea. Yeah, I love it. I went for my birthday a couple times.
For your birthday?
Yeah, and I broke my ankle. This is like my favorite thing my husband's ever done for me. I had a bad year I had a great year the year my son was born, because my son was born, but I broke my ankle when he was 7 weeks old. It was like a super bummer time. We went to Ikea and I held my baby and he like wheeled me around. We didn't even buy anything. I was just like, woo, look at the Guten Morgen towels, whatever they're called. Like Furfen hooks are in. It was really great. But yeah, I love Ikea. I find it very handy. I Ikea-vated both of my children's
My only problem with Ikea is they tell you it's like a whole Swedish socialism. They tell you how you have to go through the store. Like I can't get out.
You're not looking up. You've got to look up because there are these little shortcut signs that say like cut through storage and framing.
Oh, really?
Systems.
See, I always miss that.
So you've got to keep your eyes up, and then you also do have to plan. I actually noticed that your lovely.
We brought Ikea meatballs.
I appreciate it very much. Do you eat these?
Sure, I'll try one.
I buy bag after bag of these. Actually, they're at the very end of right before you check out. There's a big bag. My kids love them.
Why don't they have them at the beginning of the store so you can pop
if you start downstairs and you cut the cashier's line, and you could have a meatball. They also have a frozen yogurt cone that comes in at 4 Weight Watchers points. I've done the research, and it's not on the Weight Watchers website. And so I've gotten out the calculator, and I figured all this out.
Have you really?
And that's a great tip for a quick pick-me-up. And their coffee is super good.
Really?
Now, I don't know. You don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Well, so you're not going to be able to see how good it tastes. But part of it is that I think it's because I put half and half in it.
Do you really?
Well, because I'm at Ikea, and I feel celebratory.
I love that for you. See, my celebratory thing is McDonald's.
Really?
Yes.
Now, McDonald's has a little cone that's only 3 or 4 Weight Watchers points as well.
How do you know all these Weight Watchers?
Weight Watchers points? Well, I've done the Weight Watchers program for some time. But also, I'm just obsessed with like those little treats that you can get on the road that don't.
See, I'm obsessed with at McDonald's. They have this fruit and walnut salad that you get, and I'm sure it's loaded with sugar, and I'm sure it's got as much fat as the Big Mac. I mean, I really have no idea.
Yeah.
But it makes me feel healthy.
Yeah, of course.
And because it's
a salad.
It's beautifully sliced fruit that stays fresh forever.
7
I don't know
to 9 years.
how that happens. Plus, it's then got like sugared walnuts that you put in sugary yogurt and you dip it, and so it's. I mean, I don't know what it's got in it.
Weight Watchers points?
Yeah, probably.
Probably about 300, but that's okay because you
it's
don't
only
need Weight Watchers.
210 calories. I just looked it up.
210.
That's
Great.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad at all.
Okay, wait. Oh, I can't believe I haven't brought this up. There is some breaking news I have to talk about. We have to talk about because this blew my mind today when I learned this, and I don't believe anybody in the audience knows this. I think it is going to blow your mind. It will change your life. I'm not overselling this. What I'm about to tell you will change your life. Apparently, we have all been using Chinese food containers incorrectly. Take a look at how we are using it wrong and the correct way to use a Chinese takeout thing. Take a look. Wrong. We know that's wrong.
This is going to be me. Oh, there we go.
Wrong.
Boom.
Yes.
Can't eat it that way.
Watch this. This is the mind-blowing part. What? What?
It's not just a container.
Are you kidding me?
Holy
It's a
cow,
plate.
It's a plate. Watch this. Look how easy that was. You know what happened?
Did anybody know this?
Amazing. It's It's a portable plate and lunch carriage system.
Who knew this? I mean, this blows my mind.
You don't have to pack anything else.
I'm 45 years old. I have lived my entire life eating Chinese food incorrectly.
It's terrible.
Why didn't anybody in a Chinese restaurant ever tell me?
They're laughing at you.
Why didn't they?
It was a mockery.
Why didn't they include instructions?
I
brought Chinese food because I want to try this out myself.
But, amazing.
Here.
All right.
Normally, I would say, oh, we need a plate. But
no.
We don't need a plate.
We don't need a plate, guys. We're good.
All right,
we're just going to head over to the park.
All right, where are my glasses? I'm going to try this.
All right.
I seriously have been thinking about nothing else but this.
Oh, I wish we had a big, huge gong right now.
A big gong. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to open up there.
What did you get me?
Open up there. Oh, look at that. Boom. Boom. Right there. I mean.
I love you right now.
This is life-changing.
It really is. I'm going to do it again.
All right, now here's some chicken.
Oh, look at that.
See, that looks trickier. You got to now smush it down.
No, I'm not going to smush it. I mean, it
You're
doesn't.
You're just going to eat it cube-like?
Well, look, it's just going to gracefully.
Oh, see, a little spillage.
Somebody's plan just backfired.
Wait. Now, so this has a little more sauce to it. Let's see how this works.
Okay.
Boom. No problem.
Now, I don't want to be a big fat bummer, but what happens when we don't finish all of our lunch? We want to take it home.
Scoop it back up and boom! Boom! It's done.
Oh my God, it's stuck back together.
Yes, I mean.
You're right about that.
I'm not kidding you. I'm calling up CNN right after the show is done, and I am telling them because this is breaking news. This is incredible.
This is big.
I feel like an Oprah aha moment. I feel like
we have our breaking news banner up.
We do have a breaking news banner. Good. I'm glad.
Chinese food containers.
I mean, hold on. Did anybody in the audience know this? Did anybody? Look at that. An audience of like 250 people. Nobody knew. How come nobody knows this? All right, I ate up all the time obsessing about this, but I find it extraordinary. We got to take a quick break. We'll have more of the first 15 when we come back. Welcome back. Here are my host, Ana Gasteyer, and the breaking news is Chinese containers become a plate. In case you missed it. Actually, Kosher Chulo on Twitter says, I work in a Chinese restaurant, and this pagoda box thing is life-changing to me. Also, how could somebody who works in a Chinese restaurant not know this?
He didn't know. He probably thought it was just a function of packing. It's a real chicken and egg situation we've got going here. We don't know if the industrial design feature was actually that it became a plate, or if some enterprising person who was putting together a box was like, hey, you know what, guys? Not just a box.
It's a plate as well.
Yeah.
Yes. So I understand you were now teaching your mother how to text.
It's the funniest thing. I feel so bad for her because she clearly has no idea what it is. And she doesn't know where they come. She doesn't have an iPhone either. Like, she refuses to do that, so which also makes it complicated.
Right. My mom has like an old-fashioned flip phone.
Yeah. Same with my mom. With real big.
Because I feel like an iPhone, I've showed it to my mom, but I feel like it's a bridge too far. Like it's.
But see, now my 84-year-old father-in-law, all over it. He even has texting gloves. He's all over it. And so it just goes to show you the person. But my mom, I've texted her a couple times, just like if it's late or I don't want to.
This is a long
This is something I wrote her, just super long. Sorry for another text, da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. Clearly, like a long thing I wanted to tell her was a little after bedtime. And this is my mom's reply we have here. which I've received, I've received a grand total of 2 of those in the last year, and then one time it just had the number 6. And at this point in our lives, the phone rings on Saturday at 10:25, and everybody in the house goes, "Oh, Grandma's calling," because it's the only person
Nobody
who calls
anymore.
The landline.
I know.
Yeah, so we all know.
Well, you know, the phone that I've been obsessed with since last year was this phone, which you plug into your cell phone.
Hot phone.
And I love it because it's got a nice weight to it. And what's nice is, what's funny is you're walking down the street and people look at you like, what is going on? And I like have very serious conversations. I'm like, okay, thanks, bye.
Yes.
You know, and I still do the motion as if that does something.
You should say like old-fashioned things, like, absolutely, did you get the facts? Okay, great, I'll call you at your extension. You say like tons of old-fashioned things.
Right, or I'll be like, operator, Brooklyn 524. Anyway, I feel like a very 1940s phone. There's a new one now, which is even more ridiculous. It's a banana. So,
come on.
This, I just feel like, is ridiculous walking down the street.
I am definitely getting that.
With a banana in your ear.
As the mother of a 4-year-old and a 10-year-old, I'm here to tell you this is one of the bits that never goes out of fashion. Every single day in my house, somebody picks up a banana. Hello? Yes? Why? Yes, somebody here does want to eat you. And then you hand it over. Like, it's just like, you have a lot of appeal. Just do like, it's classic. It's a classic. And actually, I would pay good money to see you say all those things walking down the street.
Right. Look, I can see me on like a breaking news story, be like calling into CNN. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. That'd be good.
But when you can bring that home,
the next
and
hurricane,
see
you can get on the banana
like But this one I still use.
Oh, I can take this home?
Sure, of course.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Here, we actually, it's in a, two of them.
Oh, I get 2 banana phones. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be a big fight at my house. I'm still talking as though I'm on it.
I know.
Well, it's great to talk to you guys.
I can hear you without the banana phone.
Do you know that I one time was walking down the street with Maya Rudolph, who was on Saturday Night Live? Who's brilliant, and we were in Soho. This is one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me. As 2 comedians, I slipped on a banana peel.
Did you really?
Like, you spend your whole life like faking that.
Right.
I was in Soho and I went, whee! Like, and we could not stop laughing. I was like, I cannot believe I just slipped and fell on a banana peel in public with a comedian.
That's very funny. I also heard that your latest obsession is to label everything. That you're labeling a lot of things.
I am a woman with a plan and a mission. Everything has a place and everything in its place.
You've got the nicest looking vitamins, by the way. I mean,
Thank you.
Like
I buy them at an
colors.
upscale department store. I find that I can never remember how many I'm supposed to take a day of what. You know what I mean? So instead of doing the days of the week, I use these tiny labels and I just wrote what the thing was, and then I know how many I need, and I just boom, boom, boom. Also, I had those little extra tiny labels as part of a label pack, and it was nice to use those up. And this is a good example.
Do you often mistake the cat food for the Cheerios?
I don't, but I live with some very stupid people. as many of us do. And you don't want somebody pouring a bunch of cat kibble and putting milk on it.
Well, we decided to get you something to help you with this. This is a mobile labeler. You can wear it around your neck. On the go. Green labels, silver ones.
I just have to add to this. I just have to tell you, first of all, I love that it says Gasteyer. Okay, last week, and I'm not making this up, I wore a SARS mask on the plane for the first time due to the flu epidemic. My husband was so embarrassed for me. So I also have a to-do go file. Like I have a plastic one that I take all my to-dos, and what I do is I read through my old magazines and I rip out decor ideas and recipes, and I file them to food or style or decor, and I do thank you notes and things like that. So I want you to now imagine me in a SARS mask on the plane.
On the plane.
On the plane, like, okay. Hello, can I have another ginger ale, please?
Now, when you wore a SARS mask on the plane,
all the way up to the eyebrows, I swear. I actually think it was I think it was more for drywalling.
Right,
I don't think it was a technical SARS mask.
But
I think it was like something for
Did people get very nervous?
I did not give a rat's ass because my whole family had strep, and everybody and their mother had the flu, and I had to fly and shoot 14 hours the next day. So I was not.
Did you get a flu shot?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, I was not going to.
I feel like so victorious that I have not gotten the flu. I've been obsessed with not getting the flu.
Do you wear a SARS mask?
No, I don't. I don't wear a SARS mask.
Jeez.
But and now there's that norovirus.
Yeah, no, that's the one you really don't want.
Which I realized I had over Thanksgiving. I had it on a plane, like it hit me on a plane.
You did not get it on a plane. That's like
no, it hit me on a plane. So.
So you made a lot of friends that day.
It was not pretty because those plane bathrooms are tiny. And I occupied that bathroom for a good 3 hours. And yeah, I was like, I am so sorry, people.
Oh,
and
God. No,
and then the sink got clogged. I mean, the whole thing. It was not pretty.
I've been there. It's awful. I did get strep the day after I wore the SARS mask.
Did you really?
And my husband thinks I circulated my own strep.
Very probably.
Onto myself.
Yeah.
But you know, I I could get one of those masks and label it what my concerns were, and then maybe I wouldn't freak people out. It would just say, strep in the home, don't have anything but concerned.
Right. Well, now you can with your
please bring more ginger ale
label, and you can do it in multiple
I am
colors.
so excited because I also have to tell you, and I know this is a lot of time on labeling. I have this one. This is too much time in your hand. I spent 2 hours downloading the online manual for this because my daughter would get a hold of it and things would start coming out vertically and like in bold and stuff like that. Right. And I literally thought like this is an unbelievable waste of a human being's energies. Like I could be doing a lot of things. But now, of course, I'm always like, hit delete shift. Like, you know, I'm really pompous.
You've sort of become Martha Stewart, who used to imitate a lot.
You know, that's interesting.
This is you as Martha, there's the you as Martha Stewart.
I'm sort of more practical, though. Like, I don't have heirloom beans in the home. And I don't have, I don't say herb, I say herb. I'm the accessible. I'm the accessible Martha.
When I see Martha Stewart next, I'm gonna ask her if she knows that.
She's not gonna know that.
I bet she won't know.
And you know what else? Her mind's not gonna be blown by it.
Okay. Up next, are you drowning in credit card debt? You're gonna find out how you can save thousands of dollars a year in a money makeover boot camp.